Okay, I have a confession to make. I entered the sugar cycle. For me, it means I eat sugar literally every day. I become obsessed with it and I cannot stop. And I crave it more and more. This usually happens every few months. I really want to stop it. As I said in the past, food is an investment in the short term on how you feel. And I feel freaking guilty when I eat sugar. I feel bloated, tired, I sleep very badly, and I have the feeling that I cannot control myself at all around sugar. In the midterm, also, food is an investment in the way I look. I have more belly fat, I have more pimples. Don't know if you can see it actually. I'll take a picture and I'll show you before and after this challenge. I don't know if you can tell, but I also look more tired. And in the long term, food is an investment in my freedom from diseases. When I have this cycle of eating more and more sugar, I get so many cavities. My cholesterol level gets high. Basically, I need to do this challenge, detox myself for 10 days from sugar. So if I take a product in the supermarket and I read behind the label that there is sugar, maple syrup, honey, cane sugar. I'll take the list of all the hidden sugars within products and I'll actually add it in the description down below if you want to know as well. Finally, I'll measure the results of this challenge. So I'm gonna take pictures of my belly to see how bloated I am, picture of my skin before and after. I'll measure my waist. I'll measure how good I sleep by keeping a journal every day. But I want to measure also the mental side of things. So I'm gonna score from 1 to 10 my sugar cravings and my energy levels. Finally, because I want to make this useful for you, of course, I'm gonna make a list of all the sugar alternatives that I'm finding useful so that this can help you in case you want to do something similar. So I'm super motivated. I know that probably I'm gonna hate the challenge, especially at the beginning. It's gonna be so hard. Some people told me that I'm gonna even have like headache. We'll see. So I'm gonna go eat my last chocolate bar. Hopefully this challenge will benefit me and will benefit you in turn by seeing my learnings and maybe doing it in an even better way than me. I'll keep you posted. Hello, it's day 1 of the sugar challenge. Today went quite well. At some point at work though, I was almost about to eat something that I thought it was savory and actually it was a dessert, but then I stopped myself, thank God. One skin update. I have a pimple here. So yeah, first day of the challenge, of course, my skin is breaking out a little bit, but yeah, we'll see how the next days go. And for now, I have no cravings, but I'm expecting that tonight I will. I'll keep you posted on that. Okay, it's 7:30 p.m. and I'm craving sugar. I just finished dinner, so what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna do bananas. I bought a lot of bananas because they're very good when I really crave sugar. They're super sugary by default. So I'm gonna do a sliced banana with some nuts butter. I'll show you in a sec. I'm adding some nice seeds to my banana and then a tiny bit of almond butter. This doesn't have any sugar at all. It's literally just almonds. 100% almonds. You see? Here it is, the first sugar alternative. If I would be hungrier, I would usually add some Greek yogurt, but in this case, I'm not very hungry, so this will do. Good morning! It's day 4 of the no-sugar challenge, and I'm eating chocolate. No worries, it's non-sugary chocolate. It's actually 100% dark chocolate, got from Italy. My parents gave it to me because they know that I love chocolate. And this is actually helping me to satisfy the chocolate craving that I have. So it's super good actually. It's one of the sugar alternatives that I would definitely recommend, especially if you're used to dark chocolate. Overall, as the challenge continue, I am surprised by how few sugar cravings I have. My theory is that because I've been used to eating less and less sugary desserts, I don't have this sugar obsession as much as I thought I would have. I discovered in this healthy eating journey that I'm doing a lot of sugar alternatives that really satisfied me, like the 100% dark chocolate is one, the pancakes with banana and eggs is another one. It's been quite good so far. Just to know what to eat whenever I am really craving sugar. But yeah, overall it hasn't been as much. Maybe I haven't been also in the situations that are very tempting. Energy level be better, tiredness level much better actually. I'm sleeping so well. That's the main improvement I've seen so far is sleep. I've been sleeping so much better and falling asleep much faster. And I think it's because I was eating sugar mainly in the evening. And so that will keep me awake for more and make me like not sleep really well. The biggest improvements for now are sleep, energy, and focus. So more mental probably than physical. Another sugar alternative for me is this cocoa tea. It's amazing. It tastes like cocoa. It's crazy. You will put this leaf. 1 spoon should be enough. And then you put warm water and you leave it brew a bit, and it's super nice. It literally tastes like cocoa. It smells like cocoa. I'll link it down below. I found it like 2-3 years ago, this, but yeah, it's been a great purchase so far. Okay, so today it was really hard. I arrived at work and in the morning there was free breakfast and they had an amazing cinnamon social, which is one of my favorite things. So it was so hard for me to like resist, but I did that. And mainly I have to say my motivation was this channel, like the fact that I had to report back. So I think this is keeping me more accountable, let's say. So thank you to all of you. But yeah, apart from that, I also had another moment in the afternoon where I passed in front of a table full of like chocolates and pistachio desserts. So again, super hard to resist, but I did that. However, now I cannot wait to go home and eat my 100% dark chocolate as a consolation prize. I'm literally looking forward to finishing this challenge and reporting back, of course, but mainly also eating a big Easter egg. Bloating, I feel very good, not very bloated, which is great. I don't have any type of like stomachache or cramps at all. My waist keep changing day by day. Some days is smaller, some days is a bit wider, so I'll show all the data probably at the end of this video when I show results. Energy wise, up and down, but mainly I sleep better for sure compared to the beginning of the challenge, and I have more energy, so we'll see. Day 10, I'm very curious. Forgetting one banana just in case. I really crave some sugar and the 100% dark chocolate is not enough. So one of the best perks of being in a nice hotel is that they do the night service and they put me this amazing tiny chocolate on the bed, and it's so freaking hard not to eat it. But look, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna put it in my luggage and I'm gonna eat it when I finish the challenge. I'm proud of myself right now. Hello! I am in Barcelona for work, can't complain. And one thing I found actually for the end of my challenge is the Easter egg I was looking for. It is the one that I used to have all the time in Italy. And yeah, the day that I finished the challenge, this will be in my belly. Well, I have actually quite not the best skin, as you can see here, but I don't know if it's for the challenge. I think probably is maybe a bit of stress. For the rest, I feel not bloated at all. I feel quite well, very energized. So I think not eating sugar is quite good for me, and I'm really impressed with how few I crave sugars. So yeah, I'm very happy with that so far. Maybe because I think I got used to not eat that much sugar already before, having eaten mainly very high percentage dark chocolate and things like that. I'm not as addicted as I thought I was. But yeah, so far so good. Okay, so I've put together the results from my challenge. I'm very excited to show you. Let me walk you through it. Let's start with the bloating. So in general, I think I got a tiny bit bloated, but not as much as you can see from the picture maybe. Let me know if you think it otherwise. Not as surprising as I thought, but maybe because it was only 10 days. Skin-wise as well, I didn't notice a big difference. I actually think it might have gotten a tiny bit worse. Again, here you can see the before and after. But my waist actually got smaller over time. There were some ups and downs, as you can see, but overall the trend was positive. But the most impactful results I saw were actually the psychological ones. So first of all, my sleep quality. It improved so drastically. I could sleep so much better, fall asleep so much quicker. So I'm really happy with that. I think maybe a takeaway here is I would just stop eating sugar after lunch so that falling asleep is easier, because otherwise I'm kind of excited before going to sleep if I eat sugar after lunch, so it becomes quite hard to fall asleep. So that's one takeaway I would say from the sleep side of things, but overall very positive. My energy level as well improved quite drastically, so I was very happy about that. I could focus much more, I felt more energized, I was more keen to work on my YouTube as well. Definitely recommend cutting down sugar if you want to achieve a bit more in a specific period of your life maybe. But the next result was actually quite disappointing. So my sugar cravings increased over time. So actually I think that is right when people say if you really crave something, have it sometimes, because otherwise you're gonna crave it even more. So you can see here the trending line was up, and yeah, there were a few days that I was so much struggling, especially when there were some nice desserts at the office. So I would say the 80-20 rule applies here as well. If you crave something every now and then, that 20%, go for it. Enjoy it. You're gonna crave it less then. So I want to tell you the truth about this challenge. Was it worth it? Was it not? What do I recommend? What would I have done differently? So first of all, I would say that it's been challenging only on a couple of days when I had more temptations. But what really helped me a lot was to actually have some sugar alternatives that I thought of before starting the challenge, so that when I had that sugar craving, I could just go and get that sugar alternative that I prepared. I'm gonna add in the description down below what are some of the sugar alternatives that really work for me. One of them is cocoa tea. I know it sounds super weird, but it's really good, especially if you like chocolate, cocoa. I'll write down everything below so you have it. I would recommend to do this challenge if you are in this sugar cycle where you cannot stop eating sugar every day. That was a very good moment for me to do it because now I broke the cycle. However, I would say be very prepared with sugar alternatives. Buy them already in advance and have them home so that you know if there is that day that you really are struggling, people offer you a cake and you say no, then you arrive home and you have that nice treat, so you're not gonna suffer as much. That was something very useful for me at least. I personally didn't use any sweetener, I didn't bake at all because I know that sweeteners actually can stimulate your brain even more, so they make you crave sugar even more, which was not the purpose of this challenge for me. So I didn't use any type of sweetener. Maybe you can try, but yeah, I didn't want to mess up my brain more. What would I have done differently in this challenge is, number one, don't do the challenge while you are away on holidays. The last part of the challenge I was in Barcelona and I was seeing so many amazing bakeries. I really love to try different foods when I'm abroad, so I wouldn't recommend to do it on vacation if you want to enjoy your vacation. I will try to do it when your stress levels are quite low, because this is quite stressful at times as a challenge. So yeah, I would say if it's a quiet period, then that's the best moment when I would recommend to do the challenge if you want to try. Another thing for me was maybe do it in a moment that you know you're not gonna have so many social gatherings, because yeah, for me it was really hard when I was going to the office and people would offer me chocolate or desserts. To say no, it's really hard. And finally, what actually helped me the most is having to report back to you. So I would say like maybe keeping yourself accountable by doing the challenge with someone else would really be one of my recommendations. That helped me to stay accountable. I was like, no, I need to record this every day, so I cannot like mess this up. Do it with a friend maybe. And overall, was it worth it? In my opinion, no. One, I crave more sugar than before. Two, I felt quite restricted. So you know that my channel is all about enjoying life while being healthy, so this was not really very much part of my philosophy. So for me, no, I wouldn't recommend it. Actually having the 20-80 rules, where 80% of the time you eat healthy and then 20% you allow yourself to have that one dessert when you are in the office with your colleagues and they offer you a cake, for example. I think it keeps you more balanced. One thing I do when I really crave a dessert and I don't want to actually have as much sugar is bake it myself. Usually I add honey, I make it a bit less sugary, and I'm still very much satisfied. So maybe try to bake it yourself or make your dessert at home so that you can control portions and ingredients. For me, it wasn't worth it. The only way that I would say I will do it again is if I have this sugar cycle again. Maybe for a couple of days I will do it. Maybe 10 days is too much. I'm happy to have done this challenge, tried, and saw some results, especially psychologically, that helped me. But if you are in this sugar cycle where you cannot stop, I've done a video all about how to quit sugar and hack your brain to do so. So go check it out right here. Bye!